Hello, and thanks for tuning in to No Label's 7th episode of the Bipartisan Beat.
Congress was not in session this week, so some members took the opportunity to travel on congressional delegations.
Congressional delegations are official visits abroad for purposes of solidarity, negotiations, research, and investigation with our foreign allies.
Democratic Senator Chris Murphy and Republican Senators Ron Johnson and John Barrasso visited Ukraine to iron out the strained strategic partnership between the U.S. and Ukraine following President Trump's impeachment trial.
But we are here together because there is no difference between us or between Republicans and Democrats in Congress in our support for Ukraine, for our support for continued funding for Ukraine to defend itself, and our continued support for reform.
Senator Lindsey Graham of South Carolina led a bipartisan congressional delegation to the Munich Security Conference. There were 12 Republican and 8 Democratic congressional participants in this delegation.
Aside from Senator Graham's delegation, other U.S. officials who attended the conference included a group of 10 Democrats led by Nancy Pelosi, as well as Secretary of State Mike Pompeo and Secretary of Defense Mark Esper.
Leaders from around the world gather annually for the Munich Security Conference to debate international security policy.
A separate group of bipartisan lawmakers, led by House Majority Leader Steny Hoyer, visited Puerto Rico over the weekend.
These stories are some of dozens a U.S. congressional delegation is hearing this weekend. They're touring the southern coast of Puerto Rico, where many have had it.
You could say with the politicians here in Puerto Rico, how are you guys going to do it? Remember, November is coming up.
The 2-day trip included briefings from Puerto Rico's top leaders and allowed the members to see the damage done to the island following a series of earthquakes in December.
For our last bipartisan story of the week, we looked to New Hampshire, where Governor Chris Sununu gave his State of the State address.
The governor reflected on this summer's budget negotiations when, for over a month, Republicans and Democrats were in a stalemate over the proposed budget.
Both sides came together, worked over the summer, day after day in good faith. Members of both parties came together, worked out a compromise that everyone could truly be proud of.
Those are all the stories that we have for you this week.
Make sure to check in to the Bipartisan Beat next week when Congress is back in session.